Okay, Captain America, Civil War. There's been a lot of talk about which side are you on, who do you go for, etc. And I have to support the Captain America side where you have those special superpowers, you need to be independent. Because governments tend to listen to big business and follow the wrong path frequently. And when the Russians were in Afghanistan, the United States had trained the Taliban and bin Laden on how to make improvised explosive devices, how to hide them properly, how to commit guerrilla warfare and commit acts of terrorism against the Russians. And we all know what happened after that. So Captain America Civil War, this is the first part. In the comic books, Ant-Man actually died before he got to the Civil War, before he joined up with the Avengers for the Civil War part. And at the end of the Civil War part, in the comic books, Captain America had been killed. But in this is a movie, this is an alternate universe movie. It's not based entirely upon the comic book series of Civil War. As far as film goes, yeah, this was a pretty good comic book adaptation. I did miss the pages turning at the beginning. I love the sound of that comic book page turning as the film progresses, as the film starts and progresses. But they replaced it with music. I think the sound of the page turning is owned by a different company, so it's copyrighted and I can't use it. Spider-Man stole the show this time. When Spider-Man came on scene, I watched this movie twice so far. Every time Spider-Man comes on scene and shows up in this movie, the younger girls in this movie, they become excited. They laugh at everything he does, everything he says. They enjoy his presence. When Spider-Man showed up on the scene, the entire audience came to life and became more active and participated more in the movie in the way of laughter and comment and just enjoyed themselves a lot more. And the position between Spider-Man and Iron Man when they're talking with each other, they just the buddy-buddiness between Spider-Man and Iron Man was beautiful. It was well done. As Spider-Man arrives, and we see a much younger Aunt May this time, and Iron Man finds her attractive, doesn't hesitate to say so. He walks around Spider-Man's bedroom. I love the part where he says, he finds Spider-Man's outfit, and he says, "What's this?" And it looks to Iron Man, this looks like a rag. So he made Spider-Man a new outfit to wear. But when he says to him, "What do you call yourself? The web slinger, Spider Boy?" And then Peter Parker, who is a kid in this film, he says, "No, Spider-Man." He's kind of like embarrassed that he's projected himself in this manly way, but I mean, you might as well. He's a powerful superhero now, or altered human being. This is a great adventure. We see the weakness of, like I had thought that Vision was the ultimate superhero of all time, but he actually has a weakness because the Scarlet Witch was able to throw him through, 84 floors of a building, weaken him to the point where she could actually escape his trying to hold her back. And we also find that Vision has a romantic attitude towards the Scarlet Witch. But the basic premise of the story is, should a super weapon, and this is in the form of human beings, be controlled by the government, or should it be independent? so that it can react and act as it needs to? Or should it be controlled by governments which have external agendas that they want to project and commit to, and use these superheroes as a weapon? No thoughts and ability to act on their own, that they should be controlled and lose their independence. Which is why I went for Captain America's team, because no, governments, when they have super weapons, are a dangerous thing. And that these people, they need to be independent. They need to be independent thinkers. But yeah, I like his attitude a lot better than Iron Man. Iron Man's attitude was towards trying to impress. He wasn't so much concerned with being under control by the government so they can protect people from being killed by the Avengers' actions, as much as he wants to impress his girl Potts. I can't remember her first name right now, but Miss Potts, his soulmate in the future, I guess. He wants to impress her and make her happy with his behavior and activities towards other people, which is why he took the attitude he took. I think it had very little to do with protecting the civilian population. This is a good movie. You see the true story between Bucky Barnes, that he's not really this really bad guy, that he's just a guy who was a victim himself and put under mind control by a foreign agency to commit the wrong acts that he committed. And it's much like today when we have to deal with a situation where, how do you handle people who are mentally deranged? Do you execute them for the murders they committed, or do you keep them in long-term prison after their mental condition that caused them to commit the heinous acts that they commit? Are these people, once freed from being mentally deranged, should they be allowed out into society to react and be active with us, with the constant threat that one day they're going to stop using their drugs and go back to the exact way they were? And do the victims, the survivors, do the friends and family, the survivors and the victims, do they not have the right for punishment of this mentally deranged individual who's now cured, that this individual should be locked up forever? This is the real question here in Captain America Civil War. And I think that's what it's more about than should governments control the superheroes. Major plus in this film. This film has a lot of heart. We see Captain America's first girlfriend. We see her Alzheimer's disease eventually killing her and taking her life and getting buried, and Captain America being devastated, being at the funeral. But he meets the hidden daughter or aunt, daughter or niece, I can't remember now, but this is Captain America's future girlfriend or girlfriend in development at that time. Highly recommend this movie as a social comment, and this is probably the best one they've done so far.